All right, the highlights from Greatstockpix.com. My first call of the day. This is what Pandora, the letter P, looked like when I sent out the video last night of the watch list. All right, and then it gapped down a little because the market gapped down. Let me switch to fives and show you how I called it. All right, this is how it opened. Here is yesterday's close. These are 5-minute candles. Yesterday's close right about there. Opened, gapped down, sold off. Okay, so that's how it opened. Didn't touch it, and then when it started to turn here, and the market started to show some support, I just said, you know, if this breaks the high of the day, we might overtake all of this from yesterday because of that late day excitement. So my call was simply a break of the 5-minute high, 15.29 with a 14.99 stop. There's the trigger, and look at this, right through all that stuff from yesterday straight to 16. Took off most of my shares at that whole number 16 and moved my stop up to the red line here and got trailed out on the rest. But really nice trade there. Really nice trade. All right, whoops, MM was also on the watch list last night. Remember I said I like the daily chart a lot. The daily chart still looks really good, by the way, especially considering the market's so weak. Called MM simply, kind of like Pandora, took longer, but called MM because of the daily chart that I liked, simply as a high of day break. So there's the opening 5-minute candles high. You see it came right back up. Somewhere in here, before it even put in this candle, I called it. I said, if this breaks the high of the day, I'm in. The entry ID on MM was 826, simple high of day break, because I like the daily chart. Stop 14 cents below at 812. And you can see what happens here. Nicely up to 865. So almost 40 cents on 14 cents risk. Actually, the call of the day was by our brand new all-star, Osman K. We just appointed him as an all-star yesterday, and he called QCOM right here at 44 with a stop 20 cents below. Actually, I'll have to show you almost using 2-minute candles. Called it right here at 44 with a stop 20 cents below. And it doesn't look like much. Let me switch to fives now. It doesn't look like much, but from 44, this thing went to 46.25. So it still moved $2.25 on 20 cents risk. Beautiful call by Osman K. And then Stephen B., our all-star from Belgium, called Iron Mountain. Now the problem with this is, and I won't put this on the results page because Stephen B. Was having login troubles this morning, so he didn't for whatever reason it wouldn't let him log in as a moderator. So his posts were getting lost amidst everybody else's because he wasn't logged in with a different color font and all that. So and the microphone. So and that's what we've got our all-stars doing now, and myself. When we have a trade idea, we'll type it in the room and then we jump on the microphone. It's better than an alert. It's better than a chime. We'll just jump on and say, hey, I just posted a trade idea. That way you don't have to stare at chat all day. You can look at your charts. But anyway, Stephen B., even though he wasn't a moderator today because it didn't work, posted Iron Mountain over this base. IRM 2885, I think is where he called it, with a 20-cent stop. And this, again, doesn't look like much. Let me pan out here. But from 2885, this thing went to whatever it was, 29.20. Not a huge move, but anyway, it was never underwater. And he also called CTSH, unfortunately not as a moderator. You had the gap down, and then you had this flag. He called it over this flag. I mean, a great call. I just didn't see it because we didn't have him on the mic today. He called it over that flag at 64.03, I believe, was his entry, and it went to 64.73. So a nice call by him there too, even though, like I said, it won't be in the results page. And we had other all-star calls, but we don't have an archive feature yet, so I'm still, keep in mind, I'm in between. I haven't settled on a final chat room yet. This one that we're using doesn't quite have all the features we need, but we're getting by, and some great calls today. And I think that's all I have, so I'll quit babbling, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.